Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao fight to a 12-round majority draw. Now, at first glance, this may not look like it makes any sense, but it actually makes absolutely perfect business sense. If you check out my pre-fight breakdown, scroll down in the description. Towards the end, there's a chapter where I explain the business of boxing and why Mario Barrios was even a made champion in the first place, or made into a champion in the first place. Following along that same line of thought about boxing business, here's why the draw makes sense. When there's a draw, the person with the belt, in this case Mario, they get to keep their belt. So this is great because now that means the Texas Commission is happy because they have a native Texan, Mario Barrios, who's a champion. So this means that Mario gets a chance probably to defend his belt in his home state. How does this help the Texas Commission? It certainly helps them in terms of money because the commission gets 2%, or whatever percent it is. The commission gets a percentage of the champion's purse. So if it depends where the fight is, right? It could be in New York, it could be in Nevada, but if it's in Texas, then it's a Texas commission that gets a piece of the pie that Mario Barrios generates. And apparently he's a good draw in Texas. So that means that the promoter, PBC, has kind of appeased the Texas Commission. So by doing them that favor, then now, they can kind of expect the Texas Commission to play ball with them. Does this all kind of make sense? The second reason a draw makes huge sense is because in order to make any money and generate any money, Mario Barrios is not a huge draw by himself, right? He needs that belt in order to generate some income, in order to justify sponsors for the fight or financial investors for the fight, right? This way the promoter, they can say, hey, he's the world champion. He's defending a world title. That means they can justify a bigger purse for Mario. They can justify, selling things at higher prices because this is a world title defense. All right. And look at the other half of this. Does Manny Pacquiao need a belt in order to be a draw? Absolutely not. I mean, people will show up. They will pay good money. Everyone wants to see Manny Pacquiao, a generational talent. I certainly would love to see him fight live. So Manny doesn't need the belt. So he's still a draw factor. He's still much bigger draw factor than Mario ever will be with, even if Mario had unified all the belts, simply because of the type of fighter that Barrios is. So does this make sense to you? Like, by giving this a draw, it's a win for the promoter because this low draw champion retains their belt and can still command a bigger purse than he would if he lost the belt. And Manny doesn't need the belt. By having him not lose, they can justify, Manny having another big fight. So it's a win-win for the promoter all the way around. I hope that perspective gives you a little insight into the boxing business. Let me know your thoughts on this majority draw outcome between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks.